welcome in. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Journey. Look like a Dodge Journey. I got one of these, but mine's 2012 with a Pinner Star. I think it's in for a recall, but the recall only applies to 4-cylinder. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume, yep, 4-cylinder. Now, guys, this thing they say is running real bad. All right, but all she want, ooh, I'm spitting out coolant. Is this coolant? Ooh, how does coolant get up there? I don't know, guys. Look like some, yeah, look like some parts being replaced. Some coolant parts. Ooh. Guys, I don't know, y'all can't smell what I'm smelling, but this thing has a certain aroma to it, like it was once overheated. Yes. I'm a little paranoid. I ain't even took it in the shop yet. But when I get one with aroma like that, I tend to, let me see. All right. Ooh, let's see. Whoa, oh, I'm blowing smoke. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, guys, yes. What color is that smoke? Now, that could be perceived as steam, guys, so be careful, but it is white, guys. That is water. This engine is burning water. Do y'all understand what white smoke is? White smoke is a sign of liquid, water, coolant, whatever have you may be. It's reaching the combustion, reaching the combustion chamber, okay, by way of, it could be a blown head gasket or either a warped cylinder head. Now, if the smoke was black, that's an indication that you're running extremely rich. Had the smoke been blue, that is an indication that you are burning oil. But in this case, now I can see why those, oh, look at that, guys. All right, let me go in the shop. Now I can see why all of those coolant parts have been replaced. Oh, 185,000. And a checking the light on. I wonder what the code is. Oh, guys, this smells terrible. All right. All right, but all they want is the recall is for a cat converter, guys. Guys, if you're sitting on the fence, man, be careful spending your hard-earned money on parts that you could get free. And in this case, I've seen it happen, guys. I've seen customers come in for simple stuff. We find out they got a recall. We tell them, oh, you know you have a recall on your cat converter. And they go, why'd you spend $2,000 on a cat converter? You had a recall. No one told you, or you didn't know, or whatever. It is your responsibility. We're going to scan your car when you come into the dealership every single time. All right? And we will let you know. But this customer obviously had a problem before and got it fixed on her own without going to, and it was a rinky-dink cat converter too. Oh my goodness. So I ended up putting an OEM cat converter on it. But as far as this go, now I got to let this thing cool down, because where's my temperature hand? Okay, it ain't rising extremely quickly like a severely warped head or blown head gasket would do. But I'm getting white smoke, guys. And you know, high pressure would tear into coolant parts. High pressure has to go somewhere. It's going to find the weakest link. And in this case, I think that adapter housing that y'all saw was brand new under there, I think that was the weakest link. So it just, the high pressure just tried to escape. It escaped out of there. In some cases, it will find its way through the radiator, a radiator hose. Radiator hose is pretty stout, but it's looking for the weakest link to escape from, especially if there's high pressure. But let me see.
This car
just want the recall.
Overheating it. It's got a rough idle. I don't know, misfire. It could have a bunch of things. I could have 2 or 3 cylinders dead. I don't know. Now, a lot of people only base their decision or base their diagnostic around if they see water in the oil, you know, the milkshake. Because these new age cars, these newer cars, they starting to put a baffle in the valve cover to where you can't hardly see much of the valve train, okay, by merely removing the oil filler cap. Back in the day, we used to pull this off and see all kinds of milky, you know, substance, which would indicate coolant in the combustion in the exhaust system, okay, or exhaust in the coolant system, mixing together, okay, will form a milkshake looking substance, okay. But that's, you may not see that. Some people, you should do this, but don't let this be a solely your decision making process. Just because you pull this and don't see milky substance, I mean, they could have easily changed the oil already. Who knows? But to properly diagnose this car, now they didn't pay, they don't want to pay for us to check it out. They just want the recalls done, so that's all I'm allowed to do. But I'm curious to know, with the way this car ran and the symptom is giving off, I'm curious to know what the computer saw, because remember to check engine light on. Now, I have to, due to the recall, I have to flash update the controller. But before I do that, I want to see what the computer is showing. What kind of fault codes would one get if their engine is blowing out white smoke, obviously overheating and just running crazy? I want to see what codes the computer would generate. In fact, guys, let's go. I have my pod already in the car. Let's go to the computer now and see what we come up with. Let's get it. Alrighty, guys, here we are. Now, yes, it's the 2015 Journey. Okay, y'all know lightning bolts represents a flash. That's a green lightning bolt, but a blue lightning bolt represents a potential recall. Okay, yes, a recall. This flash should be free to the customer, and that it's evident by way of this recall. Okay, now I want to click there, but yellow means there's trouble codes in this module. This is a PCM. This is a TPM, tire pressure monitor, BCM body. We're not interested in none of that. I want to see what code this computer. Okay, yes, you may get a multiple cylinder misfire. The computer sees a misfire in multiple cylinders. You may also get a P04 506 idle speed performance lower than expected. Yes, that's, I can see that happening. But now I wanna alert newcomers of something, new guys. Guys, this code is not an indication that you need a tune-up. You should replace spark plug. A lot of guys will see 0300 or 0304, any kind of 03 code, and automatically assume, oh, you just need spark plugs. In fact, I've literally heard AutoZone tell customers that after they do their free check engine light inspection and find out it's a P03 type code, they literally tell the customer all you need is spark plugs. Guys, if your car is running the way this one is running and you see this fault code, do not just automatically replace spark plugs and think that's gonna take care of your problem. All right, you have a lot more diagnostic to go into, and I can be here all day talking about this, but I don't have the time, and I just wanted to throw this out there. All right, this car is overheating. Something internal is going on. In order to properly diagnose it, we need teardown time. May have to send the head out, but they're not gonna do any of that. So my work here is done, guys. That's all I have, man. It was good talking to you fellas, man. Stay tuned, more to come. I'll see y'all in the next video.